Fred Lening will start the third and final game. He trails by 49 pins. 460 for Limongello, 411 for Lening. The reach.
Real wide.
He'll never get there. The 1, 2, and the 4, and this is the way Lening started the first game. Missed a head pin in the first frame. Came back with a triple.
I think Lening will be taking a few chances this game. Try to pick up the 49-pin deficit.
There's the cover as the youngster from North Babylon, New York, 130 pounds, Mike Limongello. Bowled in a junior league in 1960. His first year averaged 151. On the Pro Tour in 64, won over $7,000. Oh, look out. There's the split that he didn't break up, the 4 and the 10. Now the question is, can Limongello hold on?
He threw that ball real well. In fact, he probably threw that ball better than any of the last 4 or 5 he's thrown, but he just got out of it so well and hooked high. Too much fingers in the ball. He'll be shooting for this. Be close.
Going by the 4-pin, Limongello opened in the first frame. And that's his first open frame. In the first game, it was strike, spare, strike, spare. Then he picked up 5 in a row for bonus money. Left the 4-pin on the 7-pin spot on his first one in the 10th for his 6th strike. Second game, a double and a triple for 222. Doesn't get there. Here's a good shot. It'll keep him busy. A tough shot.
Well, Fred, this is a little easier. He got the 5-pin out. He's still, the key shot is to get the 8-pin. You got to hit the 2-pin fairly heavy in order for the ball to carry into the 8. It makes it a little easier with the 5 out. You're not worried about chopping it off and leaving the 5 standing.
Nice cover. Right through the middle. The 2 and the 8 out. A spare in the second. That gives Lening room here. Freddie with 2 strikes on his turn here, covering activity from right to left. Could cut that deficit down to put him much in the running. Here he comes. There's the first one, and look out for Lening.
Lening will be coming on strong now here. Mike gave him a break with that open, and
well, he can cut that deficit right in half with this strike. Trailing by 49 pins, going in. 1 game to go. Limongello, 460. Lening, 411. Lening on a strike, reaches out, and does not carry the 4-pin, and that hurts.
yeah, that was a key ball, Freddie. It put the pressure on Mike, cut that deficit down to around 20 pins.
This fellow didn't throw a bowling ball until he was 28 years of age. Great semi-pro baseball player and a football player. Let's take a look at Michael Limongello in slow motion. The 2 and the 5, and Mike seems to have lost that strike line. Been short now, 2 frames in a row, Nellie.
I think he's using a little more speed, Fred, than he was before, and the ball's coming out of the hand real fast, and he's laying that ball short. When the first 2 games he was bowling so well, he's getting that ball way out on the alley, often out about 5 feet, which is making it hold pocket. Now it's running a wild on him.
2-5 between the 2 pins, and Mike started to walk away from it. The AMF Sparemaker indicates, of course, to put the ball between the 2 and the 5, or hitting them both with a ball, and Mike didn't like what he saw there for a moment, did he?
Well, I thought he was going to chop it off, but the ball hooked right past the 2-pin and caught it on the left side, which is no problem there.
At the end of 3 frames, Lening has picked up 14 pins. It's 40 strike for Lening, 26 40 spare for Lening, and 26 spare for Limongello. And Mike is out of the pocket again, getting 9 on that hit, and that looked bad for a moment.
Mike's having a lot of trouble out there now, Freddie. I'll see what kind of adjustment he makes next frame. This good time to make an adjustment while you're bowling is on the spare shot. It's a good time to practice for your first ball.
There's a cover by Limongello. That 4-pin that Lening left in the third could be the key shot of this entire match. Nellie, he'd certainly be in position here to close the gap.
Freddie will try to come right back here, catch a double here, still be back in real close.
Here it comes.
A little wide.
Strong. He carries the 2 pins from the rear. There could be the break. Now if he can cash it in with a strike in the 5th for the double. Nellie, what are we thinking of this time?
Well, Freddie's probably got a little energy worked up after that lucky strike. I see he'll probably really zip this one in there. Looks real good. Perfect ball.
Here comes Lening, so Limongello will have to pay attention. Mike had a lead of 49 pins going into the third game. The winner receives $1,000. Limongello in trouble. Lening coming on strong. We're almost halfway. Here's Limongello in the 5th on the spare. And they begin to fall a little tough for the youngster from North Babylon, New York. He loses 2 more pins in count, and they could be important.
Well, he threw that ball real well, Fred. His match is getting a little closer, and he pulled that ball trying to make sure, instead of having that nice loose shot, pull it up high.
Oh, the left side of this lane 24. We've seen this happen quite a few times, missing the 4-pin or the 4-7. So at the end of 5, Lening 60 in the third on 2 strikes. Limongello is 63 on a spare in the 5th. We're in the 6th frame. 5 frames to go. Limongello up tight again. Leaves nothing but the 4-pin. Mike unable to get the strike here in the third game, while Lening sits on 2.
Mike laid that ball a little short. He's getting a little spotty out there. One ball he's getting out in front of him, one he's laying short. It's hard to make an adjustment, Freddie, when you're bowling like that, because you don't know yourself exactly what you're doing. Good cover.
Limongello, who opened the third game with a wide-open split, the 4-10. He had a lead of 49 pins. He's been losing that lead. Lening finally picking up a double, left a solid 4-pin in the third on a strike, back with 2. Here's the big one.
Good ball.
In that pocket, and that's 3. So the young fellow will have to pay attention as the veteran from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, really making the move here.
Freddie's really got that adrenaline flowing now. He's just going on all energy. Each ball will probably be better now. It's closing the gap.
Get that margin down to about 10 pins right now. This one here will put this match practically even. A nice reach. He sets it, he's in it, he carries, and that's 4 in a row as Lening gets into position for bonus money.
Really working out there, Fred is. He had those 10 pins going, and now he's got that little adjustment, and he's hitting solid in the pocket now. It's a key time.
Limongello in the 7th. Third game, looking for his first strike. Going in with 460. That's out there. There we are. Now things are getting real tight. Both boys on strikes in the 7th. We go into the 8th frame.
I noticed on that shot, Freddie used a little more speed and didn't give the ball so much room. He may be trying to go straight in the pocket now with a lot of speed.
We're in the 8th. The difference, 1 pin. Limongello out in front by 1 pin. They're both on strikes. Limongello unable to get the double. Of course, the count here is not damaging because Mike is on the strike. So Lening with a strike in the 8th, which will give him bonus money, will also give him a crack at the $1,000. There's the cover by Limongello, as the AMF Spearmaker indicated, and now we watch the Moose from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, roaring back as the youngster, Mike Limongello, finds it almost impossible to get into the strike zone. One strike, no double. This will give him the lead. He trails by 1 pin. $250 bonus money. Here it comes.
A little wide.
Doesn't get there. Count 7. So Lening has given 3 more pins to Limongello. The margin with this cover will be 4 pins with 2 frames to go. Limongello out in front.
From the left.
Going away. You recommend that shot?
No, I don't,
handle that
Freddie.
way?
Over the weeks, we've noticed a few of the boys, as you said before, on the left side of 24 are having trouble keeping that ball from hooking.
9th frame. The margin, 4 pins. Lening has picked up 45 of the 49. 2 frames to go. The pressure begins to mount. Back in there. 8-10, and that could be worth $1,000 to the youngster, Mike Limongello. Bad break for Lening, but a break for the youngster. Bad break's always a good break for someone else.
That may be the key break the whole match. That takes the pressure off Mike a little bit and gives him 10 pins to work with, plus the count. I thought maybe Freddie would try for that one, but he just settled for 1.
Well, let's see if Limongello now can take advantage. If he can fill this frame, it means that Lening will have to double in the 10th, and all Mike will need will be marks here in the 9th and the 10th, because the count is important. The reach, he's on the nose, but he breaks it up, leaving nothing but the 6 pin. So Mike picks up another pin on a 9-pin count against Lening's 8-pin count, and of course Lening with the 8-10 settled for 1. There's the cover. So Mike will need a mark here in the 10th frame.
Count isn't very important right here, Freddie. The count difference is about 5 or 6 pins. As long as Mike gets at least 7 on his first ball, and he just has to make the spare.
Do you know that approximately 1 in 10 Americans suffer some degree of hearing loss? To learn more about the work done to help these people, write to American Hearing Society, 919 18th Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C.
Good ball.
One big solid strike worth $1,000 to Mike Limongello, and that 8-10 split in the 9th frame by Fred Lening, of course, made it that easy. Had Lening carried the strike in the 9th, this match wouldn't have been decided until Lening bowled out, because he would have the chance to go all the way. He trailed by only 4 pins at that time. 4 pins stops him. So for Limongello, after games of 238, 222, will settle for 181, 641.
Freddie, in that first ball in 10th, Mike, after struggling through the whole game, knew it was a key shot and threw what I call a Sunday ball. He just put every effort into one shot, $1,000. Real pressure shot.
Oh, be careful.
Let up a little bit.
That's 180 for Limongello, 640. So Lening here in the 10th, a chance for 224. Still get 635.
Total pins is important here, Freddie, as the World Series. He's a little wide, though.
That 8-10, I'm sure, had its effect. And as a matter of fact, Lening had 2 8-10s, Nelson, and that is just about the difference in this match. 2 8-10s.
That second 8-10, though, Fred, was the key to the whole match. Fred really had Mike on the ropes there and let him off. It's kind of a bad break for Fred.
There's the cover, the count for 214. 214 will give Lening 625. Limongello has already checked in with 640. Lening with a chance for bonus money in this game, unable to come up with the 5th. Limongello have picked up bonus money in the second game. So for Lening, it's